Journal, and he's also written for CNN and Salon.com. He teaches English at TMCC and is a co-owner of Mountain Pose Yoga. It's my privilege to introduce Edwin Lyngar.
Thank you. Get this thing working. Hello, everybody. Hello. I'm damn glad to be here. Thanks for having me. Yeah. We've heard some very uplifting things. I'm not going to be uplifting. This is not going to be an uplifting talk because a line has been crossed. In a moment, you'll hear some other speakers talk about legislation, things we can actually do. For this moment, I'm going to take a few minutes to be unrelenting and candid about the threat that we face. I am sick and tired of hearing about liberty from people trying to overthrow democracy. A line has been crossed, and I am more afraid now than I was on the day after the insurrection last year. We have seen a movement to rewrite what has happened on January 6th, to rename it, to shift the balance, and worst of all, to justify it. We are not debating policy here, ladies and gentlemen. This is not some spending bill. Policy does not matter. There are some people on the hard right who want America to be ruled by an unchallenged, unchanging minority for the benefit of one small segment of society. A line has been crossed, ladies and gentlemen, but first that line was weakened. Knowing he would lose, twice impeached, disgraced President Donald J. Trump set the stage for months. He attacked and discredited our own election system in America. Instead of trying to win outright, Trump attacked the very idea that we should be allowed to choose our leaders. Find me another 11,000 votes, Trump said to Georgia election officials caught on tape. Trump begged dozens of election officials to overturn, change, manipulate the election. We have absolute proof of this. Yet, some in our country seem not to care. Or worse, they love it. There is no recent comparison, ladies and gentlemen, to the January 6th insurrection that we are here to remember. There is nothing like it. No offhanded remark by Hillary Clinton. No governor griping about a loss here or there. Al Gore's recount. These are not at all the same or even similar to a systematic, non-stop assault on democracy. I have had it with the whataboutism. We cannot compare this coup to violence in the cities or riots or whatever it may be. I have seen people burn a car because of a damn football game. This is something altogether different, and we have to treat it and understand it as such. It is on par with the attacks of 9/11. It is on par with the electoral shenanigans that created and started the last Civil War. We cannot have it. Ladies and gentlemen, a line has been crossed, and there is tremendous support for more of it. There are some on the right who are craving more violence. They talk about it incessantly. Thousands attacked the Capitol, but millions more have justified it and supported it and aided and abetted. The coup is gaining steam. A clear majority of Republicans now say the Capitol insurrection is at least somewhat justified, even good, and they want to do it all again in 2024. Are we going to let them? No! This mortal threat is brought to you by the big lie, an easily disproven claim that Trump magically won. Do we believe that? Does anybody believe that? No! Some people do, but we're not going to let it stand, I'll tell you that. A line has been crossed, and now our political conversations are all tinged with violence. When I visit my Trump friends, do you have Trump friends? I have many. When we visit and I see my Trump friends, it is 5 minutes until somebody has to tell me how many guns they own, how much ammunition they have. Each and every one of these conversations is an implied threat of violence, and we cannot tolerate it. Worst of all, a line has been crossed, and in some segments of our country it is working. They lie faster than we can process our own outrage. It is so tempting for us. We all want to crawl back to our couches, watch some television, drink a beer, pet our dogs, do yoga. I do all of these things. I love them. But we cannot retreat. We must not tune out. We must understand and explain the seriousness of this moment. Saving democracy will take effort, discomfort, and rage, and we must express it. Ladies and gentlemen, a line has been crossed, and it cannot be uncrossed. We can only move forward. There are some good initiatives, you're going to hear about them. But they are not enough. Let's be frank, can we? Can we be frank?
Yeah.
Are you willing to hear this? Can we be frank? It is not enough. We need intergenerational change. We must abolish the racist electoral college.
Yeah.
We must give DC statehood to re-enfranchise Americans.
Yeah.
And we must eliminate the filibuster and reform the anti-democratic Senate. I'm good and tired of living in a failed state. David Remnick wrote yesterday in the New Yorker, that America is suspended between democracy and autocracy. I would add, in the space between those two extremes lies us. You out there. I would have loved to see more of us, but together we are many. I would ask you to ask yourself, if this were 1930 and you were in Europe, what would you do? I know what I would do. I would give a talk on fascism threatening America, and I'm doing it right now. We are the only thing standing between autocracy and democracy in America, because a line has been crossed, and now we must defend democracy because we're only one bad break from losing it.